Welcome to AI Coding Unleashed, where we look at using AI tools to do coding in real time. Today we're looking at databases, and we'll be building out a backend database on Supabase and hooking it up to a front-end application. This particular application was taken from someone who nominated the idea during the call, and you'll see the kind of the results, which I'll show you shortly. This call isn't going to be the full coding session that will follow shortly, but it will show you the results, and then if you want, you can jump into the full session later on. So just first of all, a little bit about Product Foundry. It's a community that's set up to help people understand how to use AI tools to code. It's designed for people of kind of all capabilities, and there's a number of courses that we run. There's a website, collaboration groups, hackathons, a whole range of things to help you get up and running with AI coding. The sessions we run in Auckland, there's a number of different sessions. There's sessions that run in different cities as well. Jump on the website to see what's been done there. Coming up is front-end development, and then we'll be looking into AI agents. This particular session, this is a summary of the session, so we won't be going through this full scheme, but I will be taking you through the theory behind it, and then showing you the results, and then the full session will be made available later on. This session is focused on the back end, but there is some work being done to look at the front end as well, and that you'll see that in the demonstration that comes up shortly. Just a little bit about me. I've been in the field for quite a while. So I have a PhD in AI, and I've worked on some large projects for some large clients. I'm interested in getting back into the tools, and I'm available to help out the community through Product Foundry or through my work email at Tonkin and Taylor. So feel free to reach out if you've got questions. Currently, I'm working on some large road scale projects. Previously, I've done some work for Siemens, building their AI tools for their wind turbine fleet, and for Nestle, building the function systems, which are sort of vision systems with their factories. People come onto these courses in a range of sort of capability, and the intent is to take people from beginner through to advanced. So you'll see during this session, it's designed for people to sort of come from one level up to another, but there is quite a lot to learn. So it does help to jump onto a community and help to sort of learn that. We won't be going through this on this video, but there's in all of the sort of live coding videos, I'll take you through how we use a team of AI experts to help refine what it is that you want to build and help sort of give the AI really clear instructions on what it is to build. And doing it in this way is super helpful. The way in which we're going to approach databases on this call is to use, we're not going to go down the hard approach. We're going to go down the easy approach. There are benefits to going down the approach of using SQL only. However, for getting something up and running quickly, and for making something demonstrable in a rapid time, an object relational map, which is a piece of infrastructure that sits between code and a database, it actually translates code into SQL. Is a far faster way to get up and running. There are some ways around. One of the challenges of ORM is that it's got some speed issues when you start to look at high-speed operations. However, with Prisma, you can actually have a SQL injected in directly, and that makes up for some of the challenges there. But in general, if you're looking to do database design and you're using AI tools, by far the easiest approach is to use code and to use an object relational map to do that. In terms of the object relational maps that are available in Python, the best of breed is SQL model. In TypeScript, Node.js, it's Prisma. We'll be looking at some work that was done in Prisma. We won't be going into the full details on this video, but you'll see kind of the results that can be achieved. There's a couple of technologies that we look at on these calls. One is SQLite, which is fantastic for rapid development. It's lightweight and portable. For doing sort of serious database development, Supabase is a really great choice. And I'll go into that in more detail in the full video. So if you want to know sort of the reasons behind Supabase, feel free to jump onto that video. We were going to come onto this call and allow ChatGPT to decide. So, give me a list of ideas to come up with. But what actually happened was someone on the call, Vignesh, thank you very much for your input, suggested a KidClub Sports Tracker. So we fed that in to the system, and the results that we've come up with is I'll just show you the front-end applications that's come out of that. So here we've got a KidClub Sports Tracker, which has information on the there for the parents. So it's got information on what teams are coming up, what games are there, who's achieved different things. It's got information on the teams, so what teams are out there and kind of where they're at with their stuff. The players of the teams, it's got information on the players, and it's possible then to sort of jump in and see some information on these players. And we can see some achievements they've awarded, some games they've played, and decent stuff like that. And then there's an opportunity to see the games as well. So it's possible to have a look through the games. Now, all of this code, we started with an absolute from scratch. And what was done in the course of this call was we designed the database schema using AI. We generated some mock data, and that's what you see in here. This is all mock data that was being put together, and then we uploaded it to Supabase. And what you can see on the back end of Supabase is that those tables. So if we look here, we have a schema which is nicely mapped out. We've got at the center of the schema is the game. Now all of this was designed using some prompts and guiding AI in how to do that. So creating the database, typically this would be a relatively it would take some time to do. In this case, it took a very short amount of time. We were able to get that populated with data and then hooked up to a front end and displaying the results that you see. So it was really quite a rapid process to develop this, and that's kind of the whole point of these sessions, is to show you how to get that speed up and running very quickly. Just in terms of the code that sits behind this, it's probably worth having a little bit of an explanation of that. There's a chunk of code that was developed in here. The starting point in all of this was to put together some description of the product requirements. So we had an AI write the product requirements, which was great. We then came up with a plan of what we wanted to do and sort of a breakdown of step-by-step stages. And we had a concept of the data design as well. So all of these things came out in the session. We had this database design come out in sort of a 1.5 hour session. And out of that came a description of what the SQL model should look like for Python and what the Prisma model should look like for Node.js. Taking these design documents, we then had the AI code up for us a front end and an interface to the back end, and that was done using Prisma. And Prisma, if we have a look in here, we have the schema is mapped out into Prisma. And we also had a seed function in there so that it generated the data with a mock data. So the information that comes out from this is quite it's quite robust, and it's possible to spend longer on getting these design documents right. So that's a very short summary of what was run through on that database design document. We went from absolute zero idea through to a functioning application, which we could demonstrate with actual data. Even though it was mock data, it was live data on a database. And we'd love to show you guys that on a session. So feel free to jump onto the call and join along. So that's kind of the wrap up of the summary. If you would like to come along to a session, those sessions are on the website. So jump on there and you'll find more information about that. If you want to jump onto the YouTube channel and see some of these videos. So some of the coding sessions are quite long, so it takes an hour and a half, a couple of hours to put this together. Or jump onto Discord and we can help you on there. The prompts that I talked about, in terms of the prompts which are there to help guide people through the selection process, can be found at this link here. And then for those of you who wish to come to a hackathon to try this out in real life, there's a link to the hackathon there. And If you enjoy these videos and you enjoy the information, then feel free to contact me, and that'd be great to get some volunteer help to kind of put some of this course material together.